Amazing. Sorry, Isabel. I'm not sure. There we go. I couldn't get my picture up for a second. Amazing. Nice to see you. Welcome back on UK soil, I'm assuming. Yeah, let's have a really good stretch. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, what I wanted to do today is just before we start, I wanted to say thank you. I don't think you were going to log in anyways, but last week I did cancel my class, and I have uploaded if you wanted to catch up on anything, but it's saved as like October the 4th. It's called Yin and Yang Evening Class. If you ever wanted to like log into that, you're more than welcome. I know it was saved earlier. I just hadn't like put it live just in case I ever needed like a backup class. I had pre-recorded one, but you're more than welcome to use that. So yeah, hi Jackie. I was just saying is that in like lieu of last week's class where I missed, if you wanted on my YouTube, even one evening this week, if you fancied it, there's a class on there. I had recorded it in an evening once and didn't ever post it. So it's a brand new class for you guys if you wanted. And it's called Yin and Yang Yoga. And it's on the October 4th, but it's on the YouTube. Also because you guys are really good friends, I just wanted to like be a little bit more honest. So I have had a tough year for losing people in my life. And last week, I was out on Saturday with friends when I found out that somebody really, really close to me from Canada had passed away. And he's really young, like only 44. And so where you're like out with friends, you have to like put it on a shelf, right? And I was like, I'm fine, I'm fine. And then when I woke up on Sunday, kind of came downstairs last week, started making pancakes for the children. I was fine. And all of a sudden, like, I think just this like massive wave of emotion hit me. And so I canceled the class actually. And I wanted to just be honest because I was really struggling to just like stop crying. And I think that that's normal. And I just wanted to be honest about that because emotions are emotions. But I wasn't sick, but I was really struggling. And I'm having a tough week, but it's okay. It's just you guys have all been through it. It just feels like a heavy year for me, losing three really quite significant people. So today I thought if you were okay with it, nothing too soppy. I promise I'm not going to cry all the way through the class. But I've just got three candles. And I thought if you had a candle in your house or there was somebody that you felt like you just were missing or they're on your mind a lot at the minute, I thought I'd light three candles. Just kind of that would be like a simple way to like honor those people. And I also thought if there was anybody kind of watching this or watching it on replay or maybe going through any of those emotions, sometimes just lighting a candle in someone's honor, just seeing their light, remembering all those positive things is such like a healing process. So I'm gonna light one. That's from my lovely friend Robin. I'm gonna not put it so close to my head so you probably won't see it too much, but I'm gonna pop it up here because we all know that I have lit my hair on fire in the past. This is from my dear friend Carrie. Sadly lost her in May, got really young. So there's for Carrie. And this one's for my beautiful friend CJ. Lovely, lovely man. Yeah, just one of those things, right? Life, but there's their light, there's their love. And somebody described grief as just like another form of love. And so I really just wanted to, hopefully you don't mind, I wanted to be honest and to let you kind of know why I wasn't in. But sometimes it's powerful just to share that so that gives other people permission to sit in those feelings as well. So there we go. And if there's anybody you wanted to celebrate, and that's the phrase I'm using today to celebrate them. Maybe keep them in your mind today. And if not, have a really nice flow. So I invite you to join me on your backs in Shavasana. Thanks for letting me just do that with you both, and I appreciate you so much. So all right, let's lay back and just allow yourself to settle into the mat. We're just going to close the eyes, allow the backs of the hands to soften down. And as you relax down, I just want you to kind of allow yourself to check in. Happy, first class of November, or the 2nd of November, goodness. Bringing the shoulders down. Feels like just yesterday we were sat doing a New Year's class, for 2025. And we'll just find some space to recognize like how we're leaning in a little bit deeper into winter and leaning a little bit deeper into the cozy season, the season where we hibernate, we snuggle in. Maybe sometimes kind of leading up, it gets a little bit busier in this stretch sometimes, the Christmas season. But I just want you to really honor yourself and what you need. Just a little moment to recognize any self-care you can build into your week as we lean into the darker months, breathing in and slowly, slowly breathing out. Again, breathing in. I just want you to let it all go. Anything heavy that you're feeling, just use the breath to feel yourself softening and releasing. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Allow the body just to begin to release. Bringing your attention to the forehead. Find some lovely music for us. Bringing your attention just to soften that space between the eyebrows where we hold so much thinking. And just let the body relax, opening in the creases alongside the eyes, separating the teeth, relaxing the jaw. Just allow yourself to begin just to melt into the floor. Good. This is your time for whatever it is you need. If there's anything emotional you want to kind of work through, maybe set your intention. If there's just, I just want to move my body, just want to be in this present moment. That is just a wonderful way to set an intention. Maybe it's just, let's set a little wish for the new month. What is it that you want to invite into your life a little more? Breathing in, and as you exhale, if there's anything not serving you, just imagine you're just letting it go. We're going to roll the neck side to side, just releasing any tightness here, keeping the eyes closed, just feeling any sort of strain you might have there. The neck holds so much. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing your head back to center, wiggle the shoulders down, and exhale. We're going to draw the right knee in towards the chest, and we're just going to switch it. Good. Notice how that feels, switching at your own pace. You might think, I want to stay there a little longer. It's tight legs. Just feel what's going on for you. Holding the knee in, taking some slow, deep breaths as you switch. Again, at a pace that suits you. Just feeling what's going on in those hips. I always find in these older months, you get that little bit of tightness, feels a little bit maybe more intense than in a warmer months where the muscles are naturally softer. Or sometimes it's just what you might be going through. You might find that tightness. Good, for 3. Beautiful, team. Deep breath in and out, a little smile if you like. 2. And 1. Lovely. We're going to bring both knees in towards the chest and take a little rock side to side here. Again, checking in. I always notice this one seems so simple, but I always feel it differently. Sometimes I don't feel much. Sometimes I really feel that. Work in the hips, the knees. Just check in. Where do you need the movement today? Deep breath with me in. And deep breath out. Amazing. Slowly, slowly beginning just to bring the feet down onto the mat. Good. What I'm going to do is bring the hands down. We're going to tuck under in the pelvis and feel that connection with the lower back and the floor, just firing up a little bit of the core today. I'm going to draw the knee in and tap it down. And again, right knee in and tap it down. Good. You really want to focus on connecting that lower back into the mat. Just feeling that strength in the center of the body. Good. And don't forget to breathe with me. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Good. As we continue with that movement, you've got the option to stick with what you're doing, knee bend, or you can kick it in, kick it up, kick it in, kick it out. Up to you. We're just saying hello to the backs of the legs up and in and out. Good. Keep the connection with the lower back. You want to keep that lovely flatness happening. Amazing. We're firing up the core. We're waking up in the hips, the backs of the legs. Such a lovely little flowy movement with the leg. Firing up that core. Breathe with me. Good. Softening in the face. Relaxing in the jaw. You've got a team. 3, 2. Amazing. Lastly, and 1. Next time you've got that leg, you either have the option to squeeze it in with the knee bend, or you can extend it up and just see how you're feeling there. Don't worry if the knee's a bit bent, just work to get the extension. That feels good so far. It's just the start of the class. Let's roll that ankle. Breathing in and breathing out. I really think these like rolling the ankles are so underrated in all the other direction. It really is like the best thing we can do. Maybe try and build it into your week, rolling the ankles and the wrists at some point when you're just sat there watching something. Shake it out, inhale and exhale. Just so great for our joint health to keep it flowing, keep it moving. Other side, let's inhale, let's kick it up. That little Tin Man noise. I just hear this creak happening when I spin the leg, especially at the beginning of the class. We feel the tightness, all that we've done this week. Just roll the ankle when you feel ready. Then breathe with me in. Let it go whatever way it comes. And roll the other direction. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Breathing in. Holding here. And exhaling, little bend into the knee. And slowly bringing it down. Amazing. This time we're going to do the other side. We're going to bend it in, kick it up. Bend it in, kick it up. Good. Bend it in, kick it up. Bend it in, kick it up. Just see how that feels. Good. Again, if it feels better just to draw the knee in and out, you want to keep the knee bent. That's absolutely fine as well. Keep that connection with the lower back though. It just fires up that core as you move. You can keep it relaxed. It's not wrong. You just get a little bit more power. A little bit more strengthening, back strengthening. We worked in that direction. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Awesome. 3. Inhale and exhale. 2. Beautiful, everybody. 1. Inhale and exhale. Slowly draw that knee in. Relax the shoulders. Good. We've done our extension of the leg in the middle of the sequence this time, so just bringing it down for me. Absolutely brilliant. Good. Hands down. This time we're going to tuck under in that pelvis. Good. We're going to work a little bit into our core. So what we're going to do is wiggle the feet so that you know that the feet are about hip distance, maybe just the tiniest bit wider. We're going to inhale. We're going to swoop the arms wide and reach for the ankle. And then we're going to swoop the arms up. We're going to reach between the knees. Pushing that lower back, lifting in the chest. Good. Sweeping the arms up and wide reach for the ankles. Exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale through the knees. Good. Inhale, reaching up and reaching wide. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Good. Feel that lengthening, reaching the arms long. And swinging it around. Push the lower back. Feel that little fire. Inhale, reaching up. And reaching through. Inhale, reaching up. And reaching around. Good. 3. Use the breath to help release physical and emotional strain. 3. Last one, 2. And 1, reaching the arms up over the head. This time I want you to arch the back. So feel like you're just letting the chest lift. You feel like you can get a little gummy bear under there. Arms long. If it feels uncomfortable in your shoulders to ever reach the hands up above the body, alongside the ears, you can always bring them up here and continue that stretch. We're reaching long. If you've got that range, you're reaching as high as you can. Feel like there's a tug of war. So somebody's pulling the hands one direction, the crown of the head with it. Body's arching, get that beautiful breath into the chest, filling the body with air. Inhale. Good, and exhale. Amazing. Good. Pushing into the feet, lifting a little bit into the pelvis just to lower the back down onto the floor, tucking under, finding that lovely flattening. So you've got that little bit work in the core happening. Good. We're going to move again. So we're going to do a little bit more core work. We're going to draw the right knee up. We're going to try and keep it so that it's in line with the hips. So you kind of right knee comes up. If it feels too much, just bring the foot down. We want to tuck under in the pelvis again. So we don't want that relaxed back. We want to tuck under. There's your core work. So it might feel good just to do this. If we're going to kind of try, we're going to take a little twist. We're going to reach on the outside of that knee. We're going to continue on the right side for the first part of the sequence. So instead of relaxing the back, tuck under, feel that core. Inhale, we lift, we release, and we're just going to reach on the right side. And then what I want you to do is pulse. Breathe. Take a little pulse. We're taking that lovely little twist. Breathe with me. Good. And kind of feel different parts of the abs working as we take the little twist. Good. Nice work, everyone. 3, 2, little smile. And 1, hold. And inhale, we're reaching it up. Draw the knee in. And slowly bring the foot down. Amazing. Good. Resetting that lower back if you need to. Breathing in. As we exhale, we tuck under. Feel that connection with the lower back and the mat. So we want to draw the knee in, but we don't want it too close to the chest. We want it so that the knee is roughly in line with the hips. Good. Breathing in. We're going to lift up in the chest, twist, and reach the hands outside of that knee. You've got it. We're just going to take a little pulse here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Just start to feel that little bit of fire, maybe a little bit of warmth created in the body. Breathing through. For 3. You got it, team. 2. And 1. We'll do a little reset, slowly bringing the hands back up over the head. Draw the knee in. And bring the foot down. Inhale, arching the back. Feel that lovely stretch. Maybe grabbing the hands over the head. Breathing in and breathing out, getting that lovely arch. Pushing into the feet, lifting up in the pelvis, relaxing the tailbone down. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, hands come up and slowly bring the hands down. I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel when we do that one, we strain a little in the neck. So I'm going to take my gaze over towards the right hand side. Follow me and just see how that feels. Just relaxing, taking a little twist. You also have the option just to drop the knees. Doesn't matter if they're kind of hip distance. You can drop the knees over or a little bit further. Just drop them over towards the left-hand side as your gaze moves in the direction of the right. Just seeing how that feels. Just a little tiny twist today. Back to belly. Good. We'll do a little fire in that core and a little reset. Inhale. And exhale. Nice softening in the forehead, the eyelids, the creases alongside the eyes, really relaxing in the face. Inhale, slowly bring the knees back to center, bringing the neck back to the middle, resetting. Turning your gaze over towards the left, checking in. How does that feel? Maybe dropping the knees over, even if it's just a little bit over towards the right hand side. No wrong way to do it. Just feel the body. Breathing in. Maybe hands relaxing in the belly still, finding that lovely, beautiful belly breath work in inward. And out. Again, using this to release any tightness, any tension, any strain you might have created in the neck or that we're just holding from the week. Using the twist to kind of get into that lovely calm nervous system. A lovely little bit of time to release a bit in the back. Slowly bring the knees back to center and the head back to the bottom. Amazing. Nice work, everyone. Good job. This time we're going to just slowly bring the knees. So you've got the option. You can have the feet on the mat, or you can bring both knees. So we're going to tuck under in the pelvis, knee up, knee up. Good. We haven't done this one in a little while. It's really strong. So you choose where you want to be, but we want to feel that like really strong connection with the lower back of the mat. You might already feel it just having the knees here. I like to put my palms down. It helps support me a little bit, draw the shoulders down, feeling strong. Now you can just stay here, pushing that lower back into the mat. That is working. That is working your core. But if you want, we kind of imagine this like you're moving the toes through cement. You kind of keep that lower back connected. Slowly, slowly see how that feels. If you feel like you can tap the toes, great. If you have to stop before that, no worries. Connect, 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 and up. Good. Nice work, everyone. Breathing in, connecting that lower back. Push the lower back into that mat. Push, 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 push. That's what you're focusing on as you maybe draw the legs. You can stop. You can see, you can tap those toes. Feel that connection, that fire. Inhale and exhale. Nice one. Again, moving them really slowly through cement. So don't relax the lower back. If you're ready to kind of do the work, we're going to do 2 more. Push the lower back into the mat slowly. Again, you can leave them here. You can bring them down more. Don't forget to breathe out. Hold the breath. Take a breath where you need it. Feel that connection. Nice work. Feeling that strengthening lower back, core. It's working it all. You've got it, team. All right. Option to rest or challenge yourself to 1 more. Not an easy one. Really, really great for that core though. You've got it. 3, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly bring it back up and bring both knees in towards the chest. Relax that lower back, little rock. You want to move the neck, just finding that release. Find a beautiful breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Let it go. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Slowly coming back to center. I'm going to bring the feet down into the mat. Beautiful. All right, we're going to do our little crisscross when we do quite often, but it is just so good to kind of just get a little bit of heat going. I'm going to reach the arms up towards the ceiling, bending in the elbows, and see if you can bring the fingertips just kind of behind the ears, the lower part of the head, just see if you can support yourself. We're going to lift in the chest. We're going to twist. We're going to lift and drop. An oldie but a goodie, lift and twist. Lift and drop. You know it well. Find your flow. Good. Inhale and exhale. If anybody's in the mood to just create that little extra heat, you're welcome to draw up, across, in and down. Maybe we draw it in, extend the opposite leg. Maybe you twist and lift. Up to you. I'm going to give you a count of 8 to do what you want here. Take a break. Do some crunches. Lift and twist. Lift and extend. 8, breathe. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly bring the knees in, knees to the chest, and just relax. You can rock the legs if you want. You can keep them still. Take a deep breath in and let it go. It's a great place to give yourself a hug. If you need one for anything, let me give you the biggest squeeze. Deep breath in, out, oh, whatever you need it for. Maybe even if you did dedicate the class to anyone, just channeling that love, sending that lovely little bit of warmth in the direction of those memories, those beautiful people. 3, 2, 1, bringing it down. Amazing. Let's bring the feet onto the mat. We're going to do that lovely twist. We're going to wiggle the feet. Outer edges in line with the mat, twist it over. You've got it. See how that feels for you. Just recalibrate so that you've got the shoulder blades onto the mat. Chest is lifted towards the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Seeing how that feels for you. Inhale. Relaxing in the face, the jaw. And exhale. Slowly bringing the knees back to center, dropping them to the other side. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Just relaxing shoulders, relaxing the neck. Deep breath to the belly. Inhale. And exhale. Amazing. Softening in the face. Maybe letting the outer edges of the mouth curl up. Just enjoying a little smile. Bringing the feet in, wiggling them in. Good. Awesome. Just going to do a little bit of work in the hips before we come up. Draw the knees in and swoop them around, big circles. Good. 3. See how that feels. Good. Nice one. Just see where you're at, connecting that lower back. Good. Hello to those hips. 2. And 1. We're going to draw the knees forward, out and in. Nice. Nice. 3. 2. 1. Love these knees in. Squeeze nose up towards the knees. Give yourself that hug, little bug pose. And slowly bringing it all down. Inhale. And out through the mouth. Let's roll over towards the right hand side. You've got it. We're going to push into the hands. Coming all the way up to nice upright position on the mat. Grab a drink if you have one. Feeling good. Right, so we're working just kind of whole body today. A little focus there on your core. But yeah, we're gonna take it from reverse tabletop for a little bit. So what I'm gonna invite you to do is bring your feet in front. And we'll start with the hands. You're gonna choose what feels best on your wrists and your hands. Give you a few variations, so see what suits you. I think this one's just a little less intense on the wrist with the fingers facing away. So you imagine your toes are facing the short edge and your fingers are facing the other end of your mat. Good. We're going to see how this feels. Now, we'll start with one arm because it's a little bit easier actually. It seems harder to do it with one hand, but doing both is actually a little bit more intense on that upper body. So we'll use it as an upper body strength and a little bit of back stretch. So we're going to inhale, reach up with the right hand. You know what we're doing. We just not done it for a while. Inhale and exhale. We're going to bend in that elbow. You've got the option to stay here. Inhale, lift and reach up with that hand. Or you can bend, inhale, lift, shift the weight to the back hand if that feels okay. You can lift a little bit, or you can lift a lot. It's a little variation on Wild Thing. We haven't done much to stretch the back yet. Oh, see where it's tight. Go feel all that lower back. Always my little niggly side on the left. Good. Drop the head. No strain in here. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Nice way to kind of wake up the body, bring everything down. Beautiful. If that felt okay on that back hand, awesome. If it feels a little bit too much, you can always come in. You can balance on a fist. Just take your time going up, or you can keep it really shallow and lift. Good. Let's switch sides. So we're going to bring the left hand back. Inhale, right hand comes forward. Good. Breathing in, bending in the elbow. We can lift up, lifting in the chest, pushing into the hands. That's a great place to be. If you wanted to lift and take a little bit more, have a variation. Inhale, we're going to lift, shifting the weight to that back hand and the feet. We lift up. That feels okay. Take it really slow. Listen to what's feeling good in your body, in your back. Drop it back. Again, it's a little exploration of where there's tightness in the body. It's often likened yoga to like a love letter to the body. It's this beautiful time once or twice a week where you get to just say hi. See where things are tight, check in with yourself. Slowly bending in the knees, bringing the chin down, bringing the body back down onto the mat. You got it. Amazing. Inhale and slowly exhale. Beautiful. So here's where we do both hands, starting with the fingertips again, facing back. Feet nice and strong. You want the bottoms of the feet onto the mat. And you want the feet about hip distance. When you're ready, we're going to lift up. It's called reverse tabletop. So you can stay here if it feels a lot on the wrists. Then maybe see if there's any variation, anything you can shift or keep it low. If you feel like you can lift a little bit more in the pelvis, it does often kind of feel it in the arms. You can draw the shoulder blades back. You might feel a little bit more in the arms. Maybe the head drops back as well. Don't worry if that feels tight. It's just about finding where you can get the release from this pose. Where does it feel good to you today? 3, 2, arm chin comes all the way down. Slowly making your way down onto the mat. I'm warming up, my friends. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Great. So the next bit, we're going to take it. You've got the option. You can stay here. You can just push into the hands and lift up if you found like that was a lot on the wrists. You can turn the fingertips to face the same direction as the toes if you want it. That might feel way too much on your wrist, but if you've got that variation, you can push into the hands, draw the chest forward, and you can just sit up nice and tall. This way, this is a great place to be, opening in the chest, working into those wrists. Perfect. Inhale and exhale. If anybody does want to have a play with it, remembering it looks easier than it is. So if that feels enough on your wrists and your chest, stay and breathe. Really trust your body. If you feel like you can put a little pressure onto those hands, maybe see if you can lift a little bit in that pelvis, shifting the weight to the feet and the hands. Maybe lifting up a little higher. Maybe notice it changes. So stretching that upper body in the bicep. Drop back. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, everyone, wherever that brought you. Slowly bringing it down. Amazing. Inhale, we're just going to reach forward with both hands. Reach in. Draw the chin down. Just see how that feels. Nice reach through those legs. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good. Slowly bringing the hands onto the feet, lifting up into the chest. Nice work, everyone. Let's bring the bottoms of the feet together. Just opening up a little bit into those hips. Just see how that feels today. Might feel good. We've done a little bit of hip work. Might still feel super tight. Just see and notice it in your body. Opening up the feet like a little book if you like. You find that lower back's really arching, or the upper back as well. The spine, you can bring the fingertips behind you. Push into the hands. Extend the arms and see if you can get that chest drawn forward. Don't worry if your feet are way higher. This one's just genuinely, if you ever looked around a room, there's zero judgment on this one. Everybody's bodies just do something different. Breathing in and out. Yours might not open like all the way to the ground. I just happen to be quite open in the hips. I always say, I remember like this being that pose, even in my yoga training, you know, people training and leaving as teachers, like this one was like, so go for it. Don't have to look a certain way. It's just how it feels for you. If you feel like you can bring the hands slightly forward. Imagine I'm drawing the chest forward. If you want that little extra, bring the hands down, maybe the forearms, maybe the head. This is one where we just sit and breathe through, really, just finding that little bit of space to rest. Settle into it, leaning into that little bit of tightness and tension. I think that's something that I'm learning kind of through my grief, is sometimes you just need to sit in it. Just need to cry, and that's okay. Or any feeling that you might be having. I think this is your permission to sit in it, breathe through it. Always happy to chat through it if you ever needed it. But sometimes these poses remind us those little things. We just need to sometimes just let it settle. And it's just a sign that you've got a big heart, and that whatever it is, it's just a different version of your love and your care. Inhale, slowly coming all the way up, lifting in the chest. Let's breathe in and exhale. Amazing, through the mouth. Beautiful. We're going to bring the hands in, slowly swing the feet to the side, and make your way to tabletop warming. Good. We're going to spend loads of time on the knees. We're going to take a few little cat and cows just because they're just so good. You can't miss a cat and cow if there's a natural place for it. I think we're going to bring the hands nice and wide. Just too good for the body. You tuck in under, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Feel that stretch. Good. Inhale. Lifting in the pelvis, or lifting the tailbone. Sorry, let the chest drop, shoulders down. Good. Inhale, tuck it under, draw in from your core. Breathing in and out. Finding your cow pose. Good. This time we're going to walk the hands slightly forward. I love this, and we're going to lean forward a little bit. You can keep it lifted, draw in from your core, or you can let the pelvis drop and lift in the chest. Again, feel that little release. Drop the shoulders down, draw in from your core, sinking back into a child's pose with the arms are really extended, fingers wide. Breathing in, rotate the bicep out, shoulders draw down. Breathe with me. Inhale, drawing in from your core, leaning forward, pelvis draws forward. Maybe letting it dip if that feels comfortable, just feeling that little rock. Good. Seeing how that feels for you. Inhale, draw in from your core. And sinking back. Again, making it really strong. So rotate the bicep, draw the shoulders down, find an upper body release here in your child's pose. Nice and active. Seeing if you can relax in that forward inhale, coming all the way back up. Last one for us, lifting in the chest. Draw the chin in a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back to your tabletop position. Inhale. This time we're going to tuck the pelvis, find your tucking of the toes. We're going to find our first downward dog. Now we've not done loads in those hamstrings, so use this to lean into them, lifting up in that tailbone, and see how that feels. Bending in the knees, hands nice and wide. Adjust if you need to, and work. Little swing of the hips. We did a little bit on the back where we extended the legs. Not enough. Notice that love, a little tightness in the calf muscle. But push into the toes. I want you to feel the release in the toes. Just so freeing to be barefoot or in your socks. Connecting with your mat. Just feeling where you might have had that tightness, your feet in your shoes. Breathing in. Maybe swinging the head whatever way feels good. Left, right, or up and down. Saying yes or no. Make it yours. Make it flowy. Make it fluid. Make it something in your practice that helps you release the whole body stretch. Sometimes it's someone's favorite, and often not so much. Little Marmite pose. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drawing in from your core, coming up to the tops of those toes. Step or hop forward. Whatever the energy is bringing you, slowly fold down. And heading out. You're going to shift the weight over towards that left leg. See if you can extend a little bit into the right. Maybe just a tiny bit, but you might just get a little bit of softness there. Go to those hammies. So you take your inversion, folding forward. Breathing in and extend the other leg. Just see how that feels. That tightness. Breathing in and breathing out. 3, 2, and 1. Bending both knees. One more on each side. Just taking that little extension. That's an option here if you want it. You can take that left hand, come bring the fingertips slightly forward, lifting up in the chest, maybe reaching up into that right hand, only if that feels comfortable. Bending down. Would be the right hand. You walk forward like a little spider, I suppose. Maybe extending that left leg. If that feels enough, just stay there. If you wanted to open up the body, you absolutely could add that little twist, lifting in the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it down. Folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Your choice. If the hammies are tight, bring the hands up. Elbows in towards the body. You know the options. Look, I'm leaning back. So natural. Lean forward with the chest. You want the hips in line with the ankles here. Not the lean back that I naturally went to there. Bend the knees and reach up. Good. A little back bend here. Tucking under in the pelvis. Thumbs in. Deep breath with me in. And deep breath with me out. Amazing. We're going to do a little flow. Grab a quick drink. I'm just going to change my angle so that you don't have as decapitated of a teacher. Have a beautiful little flow. Cheers, my lovely friend. Awesome. All right, when you're ready, take a nice deep breath with me in and out. Good. We're going to bring our feet hip distance. We're going to take, so if you're finding at any point the flow, we're going to build some heat. And we're going to move. We're going to flow from, one side. We'll come up with a quick little breath. We'll flow into the other side. So the intention behind our flow is actually to create kind of some heat in the body, get that heart rate flowing, and just get ourselves moving so that we can release a few more things in the body. If you're finding it challenging at all, just come to the knees. I'm going to offer like an extension of the leg, like 3-legged dog in there. If that feels too much, just come to the knee and kick one leg up. And you can meet us either in standing or child's pose. So there's lots of options, but I am just giving you a little kind of heads up, we're gonna flow, we're gonna move, we're gonna get a little bit warm. All right, let's bring the feet hip distance. Toes a little bit turned in. And we're gonna stay here, drop the shoulders. We don't want that tailbone dipping, tuck under. In from the core, drop the shoulders, feeling that chest opening, breathing in. And as we exhale, draw the shoulders down. Always starting strong, chin drawing in. Good, let's flow. Inhale, reaching up. We'll do our 2 little flows standing just to get a little bit more into those hamstrings. Fold down. Exhale, halfway lift. Bending in the knees, big scoop up. Little back bend. Exhale, tuck in under, thumbs in. Again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, little smile if you like, just feeling the body move in, the flow. Chin in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bending in the knees, scoop it wide, beautiful. And thumbs in. Let's flow. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, big smile if you like, fall down. I'm gonna go for a little halfway lift here. You've got the option, you're gonna step or hop, the hands come in front, shift the weight. You feel brave, give it a little hop. You wanna hang out in a nice high plank, you can. You can draw the pelvis down, draw in from your core. If it's too much, just bring the knees down, this is great. The knees are down, pelvis draws forward, push into the hands, strong in your core. This is also just as good. Legs up if that feels good to you, but shift the heels away, pelvis draws down, chest draws forward. Look at the change. I'm pushing into my hands, rounding the back, shifting chest draws forward. There's that length. 3, 2, nice plank in, and 1. Coming down to the knees, untuck the toes, slowly lowering down. Exhale. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, sweeping the shoulders back. Inhale, locust pose, chest lift, hands lift, maybe the toes. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, pushing into the hands, lifting up, tuck the toes, find your downward dog. Here's your option. If you want, you can take a 3-legged dog or come to the knees and extend. So option is this, or it's this. Option to bend the knee, just looking underneath that armpit, just see how that feels. Inhale and exhale. If you have like hyperextended joints, try not to overextend the knee, a little micro bend. Inhale, slowly bring that foot down, swing the feet, heels down. Inhale, option to take the other leg up. Nice one, maybe reaching over, getting into other parts of the hips, the hamstrings, the upper body. A little twist of that back leg, good, bringing the foot down. Inhale, and exhale, bending in the knees, step, or use your core, draw in and hop with the feet. Feet and hands meet. Again, you can take a step, doesn't have to be a hop. Inhale, halfway lift your version so the hands can come up alongside the body or fingertips forward, breathing in. Exhale, bend the knees deep, scoop it up. Inhale, little back bend, exhale, drawing everything under. And exhale. So we're strong in from the core, squeezing in the glutes, lower part of the legs, feel really strong. Take a breath with me in. And exhale out. Let's keep flowing, team. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge it up the hips, fall down. Halfway lift. Good, bend the knees, hands come forward, shift the weight, step or hop back to your high plank. Now yogi's choice, on the knees, pelvis forward, or heels away, dipping in that pelvis, chest draw forward, hips slightly in front of you. Feel that strengthening, breathing with me. 3, pushing into those hands still. 2, and 1. Option to lower down via the knees, or if the upper body feels strong, shift the weight to the hand and lower down. Untuck those toes, exhale, inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, draw the shoulders back, lifting up in that locust pose. Maybe lifting the chest, the hands, the toes. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale, pushing into the hands. Told you we're flowing. Untuck, tuck the toes up, find your downward dog, or stay on the knees, up to you. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, kicking one leg up, maybe bending. Looking underneath that armpit. 3, 2, breathe. And one, bringing the foot down, slowing those heels. Inhale. Exhale, kicking it up. Maybe bending that knee, looking under. Nice deep breaths for me. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Bringing the feet back at distance. Bend the knees, step or hop. The yogi's choice, folding down. Exhale, inhale, halfway lift. Relaxing. Bend the knees deep. Scoop it up. Little back bend. And bring the thumbs in, tuck it under. Strong in the chest. Amazing. Now we did a little bit of our reverse tabletop in preparation to maybe flip our dog today. So if you feel like flipping it into our version of Wild Thing, more than welcome. I'll take you through the guidance if you've not done it in a while. If you don't want to flip it, just come onto the knees and or keep the leg drawing to the side and extend it. Totally up to you. Are you ready? Let's flip the dog if you feel like it. Remembering as we go through, my key is that you make sure you pivot the feet so that they face the back edge of the mat before you lift really up. You don't want one foot ajar. So we want to make sure we pivot the feet, and you're absolutely fine. You can lift a little or a lot, or sit down and keep the hands lifted. Totally down to you. All right, standing in Tadasana, drawing in, strong, shoulders down, chest open, palms wide. Good. Inhale with me. And exhale through the mouth. Awesome. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, reaching forward, pull down. Both those toes. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands forward, step or hop back, finding your high plank or on the knees. Yogi's choice. Leaning forward and lowering down, whatever way feels good. Untap the toes. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. You can take a baby cobra this time, little change up, pushing into the hands, chest draws forward. Shoulders draw down. How is that feeling today? Inhale and exhale, coming all the way down. All right, are you ready? Now coming back up. Option to stay here on the knees or tuck up and meet me in downward dog. Breathing, and I'm just going to wiggle a little closer to you because I'm quite close to the wall. Inhale, kicking up in that right leg. I'm going to bend the knee. And this I'm going to kind of reach the toes towards the left-hand side. What I want to do is that back foot, I'm going to bend it slightly. As I reach over, it's going to make me kind of peel my right hand up. And my right foot comes down. We're going to slowly turn both toes facing that short edge. Maybe lifting up. Or you can come sit down and work with the chest lifted here. Up to you. Yeah, maybe that right foot, you can point the toe, draw the chest back, drop the head back, opening in that chest. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bringing both feet, bending the knees, sinking down. We're going to reach back over, just pivot on the toes, reaching over, coming back. Amazing. Inhale, we're going to look forward between the thumbs. Bend the knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Scoop it up. Breathing in. Exhale, come into Tadasana. Drop the shoulders down. Beautiful. Feeling that warmth. Other side, team. I told you we'd find that heat. Inhale. And exhale. Let's flow. Reaching up. Hinging at the hips. Good. Fall down over those toes. Halfway lift. Bending in the knees, step or hop back to your high plank, or again on the knees is great. Holding here, 3, 2, 1, maybe lowering down whatever way feels good to you. Untuck those toes, roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale, taking your baby cobra. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming down, pushing into the hands and lifting up to your version of downward dog. Good. Or staying on the knees as well if that feels good. You want to flip, extending that left leg, the left toes reaching towards the right side. You're going to bend that back knee, let the toes pivot. As you reach, we lift up with the left hand, the toes turn to face that short edge of the mat. You can either come down and lift up, or you can just make sure that that left hand is nice and strong. Where's your right hand? Sorry, it's nice and strong. Left hand's up and reaching back. Lifting in the chest, drop the head, make that beautiful arch. Maybe just extend the The toes. 3, 2, softening in the forehead. And 1, bending in the knee, slowly rotating it back so that the feet are hip distance. Inhale, looking forward, step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, scoop it up. A little back bend. Exhale, tuck in under in that pelvis. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice one. Just feeling the warmth, feeling the body. Can you find the heart rate? Just feeling alive. Just connecting with the present moment. Human experience. The magic of movement. Breath, community. All that's been created through yoga. Breathing in. And exhale. Little smile if you like. Inhale. Breath go back to its natural rhythm. You haven't already, I've got a real tendency to naturally close the eyes when we come to Tadasana and stillness. You're welcome to do the same if you hadn't already. I think there's a real peacefulness at the end of a active flow. We just kind of find the opposite. A little bit of the quiet. Noticing any shifts in the body. Or invite you just to soften in the forehead, releasing tightness in the space between the eyebrows and release from the creases of the eyes. Inhale and exhale. I want you to wiggle the jaw a little bit left to right, releasing any tightness you're holding there. Actually so good for so many parts of the body. You're taking that into your week as well. Inhale and exhale. Just allow the mouth to come back to stillness a little softer. Inhale and exhale. Setting if there's an intention you set for November, a person came into your mind today, feeling whatever it was, if there's anything at all that you had a wish for, remembering it's okay if you didn't. This is a really lovely time just to kind of come back to that. Breathing any bit of light and breathing out anything at all not serving you. If it was dedicated maybe to somebody not with us, I just want you to smile. Breathe in all the love and felt. And just let everything else out with that out breath. I'm gonna bring the palms keeping them together if they're not already, just bring them forward and give them a little rub. And then slowly bring the hands over the eyes and just begin to notice that bit of darkness, the feeling of the palms on the eyes, slowly fluttering those eyelids open and coming back into the space. Fabulous, team. Good. All right, let's just slow it down and roll the shoulders up and back. See if you can link your breath to the movement, breathing in, shoulders up. And breathe out, shoulders down. Good. We're going to slowly reach the arms are wide. We're going to reach and link the thumbs above the head. Inhale. Reaching up, maybe take a little side stretch. Can be a little bit. Or take another breath, feel the kind of spine elongate. It's this kind of, feel the lengthening, maybe take a little more side. Inhale, slowly coming back to center. And exhale, drop the shoulders down. Inhale, breathing in. Reaching up and over. Drop the shoulders down, drawing from your core strong in that lower body. Be a little bit of a reach to the side. If you want to take it a little deeper, remember we breathe in. Everything elongates a little more, giving us the space just to take that little bit extra. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reaching up, slowly swing those arms wide and down. Let's reach it up. Inhale. We're going to bend the knees and slowly come down, bringing the knees forward and swing it around to the side. Amazing. Find a little drink as we slowly drift to our final little bit of movement in our Shavasana. Cheers, my gorgeous. For joining me on the mat. Okay. I'm going to take that pointer finger and the middle finger. When you're ready, we're just going to take a little bit of time to release in that base. So you know the drill, just begin to move up and around the eyebrows. Again, I always kind of say, don't be afraid to give it a little push. Maybe up into the forehead. Noticing any change in the skin even, it might feel a little bit dry, or you might be just feeling maybe if you put moisturizer on this morning, but just noticing. This time of year, I find the skin can be a little bit drier. Feeling around, maybe getting into the temples. Inhale and exhale, maybe moving up and down today rather than in circles. Maybe you like that feeling of getting a little bit into the scalp, so you can kind of move from the edge of the scalp up. You can use the fingertips and up into the middle of the crown. Notice if you're feeling any sort of release there. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice. If like me, I feel like I have like chronic sinus pain, I must go see a homeopath or something because nothing's working. It's been months up. But if you're like me, find those little circles in the top of the nose and just move in circles down the nose, just into the nostril area, feeling around. If you wanted, you can move a little bit more up in and around the cheekbones. If there's any tightness. Definitely had a big cold this week. So just fighting through that a little bit. That time of year, change the seasons. So do what you need for you. And then slowly bring the hands down. And sitting nice and tall, we're going to take 2 cleansing breaths. When you're ready, breathing in. And exhale, let it go. Breathing in. The outer edges of the mouth curled up, finding a little smile today. Whatever that smile represents for you, just time out, the self-care, feeling good after moving. Take that smile into the rest of your Sunday. I want you to lie down and find your favorite Shavasana pose, resting and relaxing. Maybe grabbing your creature comforts. Laying down. Just let all that movement sink in. I really think it's the best part of the class, but sometimes it can be the hardest if the mind is busy. But it really invites us to stop. Just be. It allows us in this moment, Shavasana, that reminds that we don't have to do anything sometimes. Just being is healthy, it's enough. It allows us to reset. So as you lay there today, just allow yourself to truly, utterly melt into your Shavasana practice. Invite you just to sink and soften into your mat, allowing it to catch you. Just allow yourself to truly, utterly be. rest, reset. In the forehead, crown of the head, allowing that relaxation to just begin to stretch all the way down the face. Feeling the softness in the eyes. Releasing in the jaw. Relaxation just overcoming you from the shoulders to the elbows, the whole front body, the back body, the hips, fronts and backs of the legs, all the way down to the ankles and the feet. Allow the toes to begin to just rest, just sitting in relaxation, sitting in stillness. As we enter a month, it's quite dark. I want you to just soak that up, the coziness, the hibernation, and also recognize the magic of the light and the sunshine. As we lean into that juxtaposition, the beauty of the light and the darkness. I'm wishing you a wonderful, joyful, soft November. I'm thanking you with all my heart for joining me today. Peace and love. Stay as long as you like. Is your Sunday full? My love, friends. Thank you. Thank you.